Hi, I'm Prajakta. I'm a registered dietitian, gut health expert, and a holistic healer with over 20 years of experience. I help people heal their digestion, balance their hormones, and restore their sense of well being. If you have been feeling exhausted, or maybe just not like yourself lately, perhaps you feel wired but tired and you are running on caffeine and willpower, then today's video is really going to help you understand what is going on in your body. We are talking about adrenal fatigue, what it is, why it happens, the signs and symptoms to watch for, and most importantly, how to support your body in a truly personalized way using HTMA testing, which is something I use every day in my practice with amazing results. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Let's first start with the basics. You have two adrenal glands, one sitting on top of each kidney. They are small but extremely powerful. Their major responsibility is to produce hormones that help you respond to stress, regulate your blood pressure, balance your blood sugar, and support energy and your mood. They produce three important hormones. Let's talk about those first. Aldosterone, which helps regulate sodium, helps regulate potassium, and fluid balance. Second one is DHEA. It is a pre-hormone your body uses to make estrogen and testosterone. And the third one is cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. Every time you go through any stressful situation, any stressful time, such as mental stress, emotional stress, physical stress, any kind of illness, overworking, and lack of sleep, your adrenals start to release cortisol over and over. But here is the important part. If the stress persists for too long, the adrenal glands cannot keep pace. First, cortisol stays elevated. Then, over time, your adrenal output slows down and you start moving into depletion. That's what many people refer to as adrenal fatigue, a state wherein one's stress response is overloaded and the energy system cannot cope up with the demands of life. Symptoms can vary from person to person, but most people report things such as extreme tiredness or feeling tired even after a full night's sleep, energy clashes throughout the day, craving for sugar or even salty snacks, feeling puffy, feeling stiff, or even achy, brain fog, anxiety or irritability, feeling tired but wired at night, dizziness upon standing, trouble handling any kind of stress, low libido, poor sleep. These symptoms are non-specific, and this is the reason why so many feel puzzled or dismissed. That's why it is very, very important to understand what's happening beneath the surface, what is exactly going on underneath, which leads me to the next section. One of the biggest pieces of adrenal recovery. So, now let's talk about something that has been a complete game changer in my own practice: hair tissue mineral analysis testing, or HTMA. If you have never heard of HTMA before, think of it like this: your hair is a 3 to 4 month history of what is happening inside your cells. Blood tests are great, but your body keeps blood levels very stable. So you might be deficient at a tissue level, but the blood level still looks normal. I have also created a separate video on this, and you watch it to get some more details. Now, HTMA shows us your mineral patterns over time, over a period of 3 to 4 months, especially those linked to your stress responses. The four big minerals that we look at are sodium, which reflects adrenal stimulation; magnesium, your mineral of balance and restoration; potassium, which is linked to thyroid and energy; and the fourth one is calcium, that reflects your buffering or protective state. And then the most important is the sodium to magnesium ratio. This ratio is your adrenal ratio. The ideal ratio should be about 4. The low ratio indicates depleted or sluggish adrenal function, and of course, the high ratio suggests overstimulated, wired, or stress adrenal glands. This one ratio alone can explain why you feel the way you do. So it is really important to get this test done. Let me give you some more examples. These are real patterns that I see all the time in my practice. A woman in her 40s came to me saying, "I wake up at 3 a.m. I cannot shut my mind off. I feel very anxious all the time." Her HTMA showed a very high adrenal ratio, meaning her body was stuck in a stress response. What we did is we focused on magnesium levels, nervous system support, less caffeine, and gentle physical movements. Within weeks, she told me, "Oh, I finally calm again." Her sleep improved, her anxiety significantly dropped, and her energy became steady. Because we supported her exact mineral pattern, this was possible. Another client, a busy mom, she came in and said that "I can't get out of bed in the morning. I need some salty snacks to cope up. I get dizzy if I stand too fast." We did HTMA testing on her, and her HTMA showed an adrenal ratio that was extremely low. Her body was in depletion mode. Her healing plan was mineral rich foods, use of sea salt in her diet, focus on vitamin C rich foods, regular meals, frequent rest throughout the day, and fewer intense workouts. And then, little by little, she regained her energy. She got less dizzy and she became more stable emotionally. HTMA can detect burnout patterns before even symptoms become severe, even when someone feels just a little tired. Early markers include low potassium, a high calcium shell, a low sodium to magnesium adrenal ratio, and all signs that the body is compensating for long term stress. These shifts often appear before cortisol changes and long before regular lab tests show anything that is abnormal. This allows us to intervene early, restore mineral balance, and support the adrenals before major crash happens. Why HTMA is so powerful? I'm sure this is the question you might have. A supplement that helps one person with adrenal problems may make another one worse. For instance, magnesium relaxes a person with a high adrenal ratio, but it can make a person with low adrenal ratio feel even more tired. Salt helps an individual with low adrenal ratio, but it can actually overstimulate a person with high adrenal ratio. And that is why I always say test and please do not guess. HTMA gives us a roadmap so we can create a plan that's aligned with your body. It is very, very customized. All right, now that you understand what's happening behind the scene, let's move into a healing strategy. Let's talk about how we can heal this problem. There are four main pillars that we focus on. Number one, control your level of stress. Really a big one. This doesn't mean eliminating stress, but rather helping your body cope with it more effectively, more efficiently. Daily practices such as soft belly breathing, mild yoga, meditation, spending time in nature, journaling, slowing down your mornings, these help calm your nervous system and reduce the adrenal strain. Number two is make sleep non negotiable. Aim for getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night and keep a regular schedule. To improve your sleep quality, limit screen 1 hour before bed. Keep the bedroom cool and dark. Avoid any caffeine consumption later in the day. Try herbal teas or warm baths as comfort rituals. Deep sleep is where your adrenals will reset. Number three is move to support your body. Move every day, but in a way that supports your energy and not drains it. Activities like walking or yoga, some light strength training, stretching are great options. If you are exhausted for hours after exercise, that is a sign you need to scale it back. Number four is eat to support your blood sugars and your minerals. Stable blood sugar is key to adrenal healing. So focus on not skipping meals, good quality protein at every meal, healthy fats, whole grains, and fiber rich foods to include in your diet regularly, reducing sugar and all kinds of processed foods. And remember, the specific mineral strategy depends on your own HTMA pattern. Adrenal fatigue is not all in your head. Your symptoms are real. Your experience is real. And your body has been communicating with you through symptoms such as fatigue, cravings, sleep issues, and even stress intolerance. But the good news is your body also knows how to heal when it receives the right support. If you are feeling burnt out, if you are feeling overwhelmed or exhausted and want a personalized plan, HTMA testing can be an incredibly powerful first step. It gives us clarity, it gives us direction, and a map for rebuilding your energy from inside out. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share with someone who could benefit, and subscribe for more videos on gut health, mineral balance, and foundational healing. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.